In the classification, we have seen a classification based on construction. Based on construction, the brakes are classified into drum brakes and disc brakes. So today we are going to deal with drum brakes. Okay, drum brakes are wheel brakes. Okay. In the last session we told what are wheel brakes. Wheel brakes are brakes located on wheels. That means while stopping the motion of the wheel, we can stop the motion of the vehicle. So this is the schematic diagram of a drum brake. These are the parts of a drum brake. Brake drum, that is the outermost shell, we can see is the brake drum. Brake shoes, brake liners, retractor springs. Okay, these are the major components of a drum brake. Okay, we can see the working. Okay, this brake drum is connected concentric to the axle hub. Okay, this brake drum is connected concentric to the axle hub, and it is free to rotate with the wheel. That means when the wheel is rotating, the brake drum also rotates. Okay, if we need to stop the motion of the wheel, we just need to stop this drum. Okay, clear? If we need to stop the motion of the wheel, we just need to stop the motion of this drum. Okay, that is done by the brake shoes. These brake shoes and brake shoes and brake liners are attached on a plate. That means base plate. It is actually stationary. That base plate provides a platform for brake shoes. Okay, while we apply a force here in either direction, that means towards this side and this side, this brake shoe come closer to the drum and this brake liners will touch the drum. When the friction liners or brake liners touch the drum, the rotation of the drum stops. Okay, this is how the drum brakes work. Okay, once more. When the brake shoes are forced towards the brake drum, the brake liners come in contact with the brake drum. That means it will stop the motion of the drum. When the motion of the drum stops, automatically motion of the wheel will also stop. This is the function or working of a drum brake. Okay, now we can see the function of a retractor spring. This retractor spring keeps the brake liners away from the drum. Okay, while we apply force on the cam will rotate in this direction. So that will push the brake shoes in both directions. When the cam is rotated in this direction, it will apply a force on both the brake shoes, and the brake shoes are pushed towards the drum. And when the force is released, this retractor spring brings back the brake shoe. That means the spring will always keep the brake shoes away from the drum. This is all about the working and parts of a drum brake. Okay, now we can see how the force is applied on brake shoes. How we can apply force on the brake shoe. One method is seen, that is cams, as shown in the figure. It is used in mechanical brakes, which is run by cables or rods. Here, the cam is rotated using mechanical linkages. When the cam is rotated, as we told earlier, it will push us the brake shoe in both directions. The other one is using a wheel cylinder, which is applicable in the case of a hydraulic brake. A wheel cylinder is similar to this structure. Okay, when we apply force on the pedal, high pressure fluid enters this chamber and pushes the piston in both directions. So when the piston is pushed outside, it will exert force on the brake shoe. This is the other method. Okay, application of force on the brake shoe is done using cams and using wheel cylinders. Okay, wheel cylinders is used in the case of hydraulic brakes and cams is used in the case of mechanical brakes. Okay, now we can see how drum brakes are applicable in 2, 3 and 4 wheelers. Okay, in the case of a 2-wheeler, usually we are employing these drum brakes. Okay, nowadays in front wheels we are using disc brakes, but commonly we can say that on a 2-wheeler the most economical brakes are drum brakes, and nowadays it is common on rear wheels, but on front wheels we are using disc brakes. For 3-wheeler, it is going to be obsolete now, and for a 3-wheeler we are using drum brakes on all 3 wheels. In the case of 4-wheeler, commonly we are using drum brakes on rear wheels and disc brakes on front wheels. But now in modern vehicles we are using disc brakes. Okay, the drum brakes have more disadvantages than its advantages when compared to disc brakes. The only advantage we can say is it is having less initial cost. Okay, So it is applicable in 2 and 3 wheelers because of this advantage. It is having less initial cost. All the others are disadvantages when compared to the disc brake. Okay, we can deal with disc brake in the next section. Thank you.